Hello. As you can see, we're pretty much back where we started. Now I'm going to load the directory of the third disc of Superman and see what it says. Oh. Well, it looks like it has a regular directory. Imagine. So I'm not sure what went wrong with it reading. I'm not. I'm tempted to take the Commodore 1541 test demo disc, load the directory by doing load, quote, $, quote, comma, 8. By the way, just in case you're wondering, if you are writing a program and you decide you want to load the directory, your program will be gone. So I'm going to load, and I'm just moving up the directory to do this. I'm going to type in load, I'm going to go across over check disk, I'm going to press comma 8, I'm going to do a colon, and it will load check disk. That was the program. I really never looked much at this disk. I guess I didn't need to. But I'm going to put this disk in here, the third one, and I'm going to run, and it is going to check the disk. Now, I do hope that doesn't mean it formats it. But it does kind of sound like that's what it might be doing. Oh dear. I'm not sure what it's doing. This may have been a disaster. Oh dear. Well, we may never get to the end of that game again. Oh. I try not to be foolish. But on occasion, these things happen. So, but what I'm trying to do here is, you see, there's the Commodore 64 logo. And there, okay, we have a reader. Please let the directory still be there. It's still there. So we do have a read error. We do. But the disk is still okay. So what I'm going to do, so I can take that out of there. And I will proceed over to a different machine to try and make a copy. Now, oh yes, back to the glasses. These things, this case is really screwed. It's gross, it's ugly, it's yellowed. But the logo is pretty fine. But they fit in there so tight, it's very, very hard to get them out without ruining them. So I'm trying using a very fine X-Acto knife to get this out. And the only thing I sort of have done is a little mark on the end. Wow, that went better than I thought. Now the other thing is, we have the power thing. You know, I'm not sure, but I think the way they, yeah, it looks like what they did to get the power connector in here, or the LED, is they have a thing that goes over, like a little sleeve thing, and then they take a hot soldering iron and heat it up to melt like put the two together. Which is a real pain. Because see, to get the power thing out, you got to get the LED out. But I can't get the LED out because it's had this horrid operation done to it. Yeah, it really looks like it's on both sides been heated up. I will have to see about that. But anyway, I got the nameplate off. Huh, it's a miracle, isn't it just? Maybe I'll turn this into a pin. Perhaps. I wonder, see, that went so well. Let me have a look here. I'm nervous about this because this is a VIC-20 and it has a nameplate that looks not like one I've seen. It's kind of got a gold tinge to it and it looks absolutely perfect, and I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want to ruin it. Maybe what I should do is get my glasses on and have a look. There is a tiny little space at the top. I think I'm not ready to be brave enough on that one yet. I think I would like to practice a little bit. Let me just go over here for a moment and grab I'm still here. I'm grabbing the top. A really nasty, we've seen this before. This is a yellow top of a Commodore 128. And the name thing also fits in great. It doesn't look perfect, but perhaps it is a good one to practice on now. If this knife would not go back in. I wonder, maybe I have to push on this. Anyway, there does seem to be just a little space. If I could just get under it. I don't think running it down helps. It's just a matter of getting one corner up. And of course being careful not to end up hitting this knife into my face. Just a moment. Those glasses make me a little dizzy. What I'm going to do right now is I'm turning on an 8296 that's over here. Someday you'll be able to see it. Then I'm going to go way over here and I'm going to turn on, for those of you that have been around a while, you'll recognize that is the sound of a 4040. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Superman and I'm going to try to back him up, because obviously there was trouble. And why am I doing it now? Well, I don't want to forget. So basic 4 is a beautiful thing, because I can just put in backup D1 to D0, press return, and away she goes. Now, do I think it's really going to work? No, I don't. I really don't, because it did have a read error on there. And I think I might have better luck with this if I can set it down. So I'm going to take the 1541 to set it back on the drive pile. I'm going to take the Commodore joystick that I hate, put it down here, and I'm going to put this up here, and then I'm going to get my knife. I guess what I should really try and do, if I can, is get under the end. I did. I've got under the end, and now I'm, oh dear, I do believe that this drive has stopped spinning, and I'm sliding along underneath this. Oh. Okay, look at that. It's the nameplate, only slightly bent, off a Commodore 128. Ooh. Maybe I'll turn that into a pin as well. So, you know what, for years I've been afraid of that. Oh, look at that. It's funny, there is almost a little hole thing in the bottom there, underneath. Huh. Oh yeah. Maybe I could have pushed through there. Anyway, but that went well. See, because basically this is crap. Now, kind of like things in a church. It's too useless to do anything with, but too holy to just throw out. Part number 251987. See, this side looks good. This side looks horrid. Ugh, a lot of crap in there. But who knows? There may be somebody who calls up and has, you know, something broken, something thing. Mind you, I have never tried to do the de-yellowing exercise. Maybe this is a good candidate. Anyway, so I will put that over here. I will glance at this disk drive, and it of course has an error. Because it's basic 4, I can put in print DS string, and it indeed has a read error. Oh dear. And it did not copy. And D1 comes up just fine. So, that did not go well. That's kind of distressing because I think the game was pretty much over. And it was probably just going to show us some joyous end of game celebration or something. But anyway, that didn't go well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the same thing with the first disc of the game and see if it works. Back up D1 to D0. And away she goes. It's funny, you know, they say the peripherals are intelligent. And in this case, really, it is. I send the command, and the computer's just sitting there saying, yeah, I'm ready. Now, I could do other things on it. I couldn't access the disk drive, because the disk drive is busy, but the command is sent to it, and it says, oh, okay, so it goes off, it formats D0, and then it backs up every track and every sector, one by one, onto it. Isn't it magical? So, I have now had success with this little knife. And here is a Commodore 64 top. Now, how ugly is it? See, it is pretty ugly. But this is also, I was meaning to show you a secret way of cleaning these things. this is a candidate to use for cleaning. So I'm not going to take out the nameplate, and I'm not quite brave enough to go at the sacred gold colored Vic 21 yet. And actually I may never be, because maybe I'll want to leave it inside there. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. Up here, oh, see, here's one. This is the Vic 21. I tried with a screwdriver, which looking back was foolish. And that one's still kind of clean anyway. So, Superman has disc trouble on the third disc. That is distressing. Horrible to look through something for so long and then have trouble. Okay, I just hear that this has stopped. Oh. Huh. And it does seem that the first disc has copied just fine. Oh well. I've never seen this game before, and the chances of finding another one are rather limited. So here are some other discs. I don't think I want to go through them right now. I think I'm still too pleased about getting that nameplate off. I'm just looking for something else that's gross to try. This one, well, it's not great, but it's not tragic. I did have another Commodore 128 one here. Remember, we took the keyboard apart, or somewhat apart. Let's see. Oh yeah. You know what? This one, it has tape residue and other stuff on it, but I think it can be saved with a special secret technique, which I haven't shown you yet. So, let's see. If I look over yonder, that is enough of that for now. So, if you want to rescue the nameplates off of your machines, be very careful. Don't do this at home. And actually, I don't really like this knife because it does have a tendency, when I push on it, to slip. But I guess you got to keep your thumb onto the little stretcher outer thinger. I really haven't used one of these. I'm always afraid of knives. Knives are scary. Oh, hang on. I will retract the blade and put this back into my Ziploc bag. So, what to do at this moment? Well, I think I will rejoice that I was able to get those nameplates off successfully without hurting anything. And I will ponder how to get it so you can see the screen without it rolling so much. I was thinking of a mirror, but that's not going to make any difference. So I think I will work on these discs over here. And then Maybe we'll look at a VIC-20. Possibly. Maybe. You know what? I was just thinking. It is possible, because I think I had Omega Race around here. Maybe, if the screen setting is better, because basically Omega Race is just dark with a little bit of green. Maybe that would look better on the monitor. The other thing I was thinking of, I was trying to find a mirror that I could put that you could see the screen. Yeah. Well, I guess that's all for now. Until we meet again, and it will be soon, I will come up with something to do. Maybe we'll clean a whole bunch of disk drive heads. See how fast we can do it. Anyway, thank you. David Bradley, signing off.